Hello lovelies, welcome to the channel. So I've got an art journaling video for you today, and just excuse me if I get a croaky or start coughing or anything like that. I am on the verge of getting sick, so I'm hoping to get this voiceover done before my tonsillitis flares up something shocking. I'm one of those lucky people that gets it a couple of times a year, so I tend to know when it's coming. That being said, I really wanted to get this video up today, and then tomorrow will actually be your first Christmas in July process video, so that's exciting. So this video is a total mishmash of some of my favorite products and techniques. There is a lot in this video, so yeah, keep that in mind. So this was actually when I got the new, so this video is a few months old actually, and this was when I got the new Dina Wakley paint colours. And very, very quickly, Sedona became my absolute favourite. So this was one of those videos where I'm testing out my new products. I got some new stamps, new stencils, and if you've watched my videos, you know when I get new products and new mediums, I love to test them out, and I do that by playing in my art journal. So this is my Square Dilutions journal, and I very rarely use this one. I don't even know why I pulled it out on this day, but I did, and I did this spread. So I've pulled some colours out, but I only use the cheddar and the Sedona. Now when you use them together, it comes out like this beautiful burnt orange colour. So I've just applied with a dry brush, used a baby wipe and my stencil to pull some of that paint off, and then I've gone back in with my hands to add some more of that beautiful Sedona colour. So this is a technique I really wanted to try. So this is just a good old napkin, serviette, whatever you call them wherever you are. We call them serviettes over here. They are just napkins. And there's something really cool about them. When you use gel medium to adhere them to mixed media backgrounds, they go almost translucent. Now I wasn't sure how this was going to work, so I thought I'd give it a try, and I was really quite pleasantly surprised with how it worked. So this is another new product I got one of the new stamp sets. Actually, at the time this was a new stamp set. It's not anymore, more stamps have been released, but this at the time was a new Dilution stamp set, and I love this. It's one of my favorites. I love the book print and the grungy drawings. So I'm just stamping up a bunch of them. I don't use all of them, but I figure when my stamps are out, when my inks are out, I just go to town and stamp up a bunch. Whatever I don't use, I put in a little pile on my desk so I have them for next time. May as well, you know, get the most out of your products while they're out, even if you're not going to use them all. Saves you getting it all out again later. So I do start cutting these up. I save you watching me fight trying to cut a napkin up. That was a lot of fun. But this is where this technique gets really cool. So I'm using some gel medium on my page to adhere down the napkin. Now you have to be very gentle when you do this, not like me. So I am using a silicone brush, but I do rip the napkin. But in the joys of art journaling, you can always cover up anything you don't like. And as you can see, it goes mostly translucent. Like, it's not 100%. You can still see it's there, but it's definitely, well, it almost is completely translucent. And I thought that was really cool. So it was just a fun technique I really wanted to try. So I go and I adhere a few. I do these top and bottoms. I love this little scallop border. And if you watch closely, you can see it happen. It actually sort of, that background, whatever's behind it, comes through really well. And I think you can notice it more now that it's dry. It definitely looks a lot different in the picture, but you'll see that in the end. And then I'm just going to adhere some of these circles that I love. I love the way these circles turned out. But see, as you can see, you've got to be very gentle because you can rip them. I use a silicone brush for my gesso and my gel medium because I find if I'm going to use a paintbrush, I'm not going to rinse it straight away, and then I'm probably going to forget, and it saves me a whole lot of cleanup. I love these silicone brushes. I have a fairly decent collection of them now, and they're fantastic for gesso, gel medium, because all you do is just wipe them off with a baby wipe. So that's why I love using those, and they work really well for gel medium. So I'm just going to go through and use, to attach a few of those. Now, I wanted something, just a focal image. We know what I'm like. I have to have a focal image. And I wasn't sure what I wanted, but then I remembered I also got these Dilutions die cut pieces. And they're just basically Dilution stamps, pre-stamped onto some cardstock and cut out, ready to go. So you just mix and match and put them together. So I just picked this cool one because I liked the way it took up most of the page. Honestly, once I finish attacking my background, I don't really add anything else to it. I don't add any phrases, any words, nothing. I just stick with this, this die cut and the way the background goes. You're about to see me attack the background because I haven't got enough on here already, have I? So I am going to get some of my favourite background stamps, and these are generally Kaiser Craft ones. I just love how I can make, use them on my background to make a bit of a grungy pattern. I don't use a block, I just ink up a small section of my stamp and yeah, just place it all over the place. I hate a square looking stamp background. I don't know, it's too perfect, if that makes sense. I like chaotic, I like messy. So I like the stamps where I can just use small portions of it and get a really good image. Now, because like I said, I haven't got enough on here, I'm going back in with some more of that Sedona paint and a Tim Holtz stencil. I really love this paint colour, so I really wanted to add more. I didn't want to bring in another colour because I wanted to stick with these two colours. I love using the tone on tone, and I felt that the black was enough contrast. But yeah, I really loved that Sedona, so I just wanted to go back and add more. So I'm going to work on my die cut now. At least I think that's what I'm going to do. Don't tell me I've got anything more to add. No, here we go. Scribble sticks, another product. As you can see, I had a lot in this video, lots of product and lots of things happening. But scribble sticks are one of my favourite things to use. I adore them, and I have both sets of them now, and I am using them much more. I'm no longer hoarding them for fear of using them up. And this was one of those times. Now, I get out an acrylic block, I scribble some of the scribble stick onto it, spray it with water, and then I use it as a paint palette, plain and simple. And it gives a nice, when you use it like this, it gives a nice muted palette. So nothing too bright and bold. You can totally make it bright and bold by adding more or scribbling harder with that pigment. Remember, the scribble sticks are pure pigment. So yeah, lots of fun there. And they're just one of my favourite products to use. So like I said, I'm using it as like a watercolour. So I've just scribbled it onto my ink, my stamp block, added some water and using a paintbrush to apply it to my die cut. Nice and simple. I have many different techniques for using these scribble sticks. They're one of my favourite products, like I've said. And yeah, this is just one of the many ways that you can use them. So after I've coloured this in, that's pretty much going to be it for my spread. As you can see, I had a lot happening in this layout. It's got no title, it's got no writing, just a whole bunch of stamps and product. So I am going to glue this down once I've finished colouring it in because I didn't want to leave it white. I thought it looked weird, but I just stuck with the same colours that I had in the background. And that's it. So I hope you have enjoyed my original process. Come back tomorrow to see the first of our Christmas in July videos, and I'll be back real soon with more videos. Bye for now.